Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Derwent once again. We are back to Rolex Sydney to Hobart finishes for you. On the screen, we have Cassiopeia from Hungary. We had a lovely time catching up with this crew before the start of the race. Absolutely lovely crew, and it was a pleasure to meet them. And I want to make sure, as always, that I give a shout out to all of the crew on board this beautiful Martin 68 as they cross the line. We'll give them a massive cheer. The skipper is Demeter Nobilis, the navigator Bilin Sipos. We give them a big cheer across the line. Cassiopeia finished the Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022. Here they go! Woo! Cassiopeia crossed the line. As I mentioned, skipper Demeter Nobilis, navigator Bilin Sipos, Christoph Nobilis, Agoston Nobilis, Peter Perroni, Agoston Sipos, Miklos, Ugeli, Robert Vandor, and Sablox Wers. And my gosh, I've probably completely massacred half of those Hungarian names, and I'm so sorry. None of them had ever done a Rolex Sydney Hobart. Now, all of them have a big number one next to their name. Absolutely fantastic action out here on the Derwent. Now, we're going to leave Cassiopeia and we're going to go and find Sunrise, who are the next boat to finish. They're just alongside the Royal Yacht Club of Tasmania now. I can see them in the distance. We might spin around inside Cassiopeia here. That white spinnaker in the distance is Sunrise. So for any Sunrise fans watching, winners of the Rolex Fastnet race, almost winners of the Rolex Middle Sea race, and now they're here while I'm wearing the dress that is this beautiful media flag. This is what my life has come to, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bring you back into frame. I was just wrapped up in a flag for a second. Having a bit of fun out here on the Derwent. You can see there's a little bit of traffic starting to build, and this southerly is definitely a little bit bitier than what we're used to. We will go and find Sunrise, and we will see their boom. I got a little bit of an email from Tom Cheney as we see Cassiopeia packing up in the corner, and there's my flag that was wrapped around me for just 1 second. I got a few photos sent to me from Tom Cheney, a good friend who's the navigator on board Sunrise. And you might have seen them going well and then not so well on the overall results. He sent me through a few pictures of the boom in tethers, but they've managed to fix it by strapping their bunk bed. And you might be seeing the wake of our boat right now. I'm just trying to stay dry, and then I'll hang out the starboard side here as we bring Sunrise into the finish. It is a JPK 1180. I sat on this boat myself. Yeah, Marine is nodding at me. Yes, I sailed it in your home country, did you know? I sailed it from Marseille to Malta. Look at her face. She's saying, really? Really? Yes. Beautiful. We're going to jibe, tack. We're tacking. We're tacking around and we'll come into windward. But there for you fans, we have Sunrise, Tom Neen, the skipper, Tom Cheney, the navigator, Adrian Cahalan doing her 30th Rolex Sydney Hobart. She wasn't going to not cross the finish line. Bex is on board as well, doing her second. Angus Gray, Stevens, George Kennedy, Dave Sweet doing his 7th. Victoria and Tor Tomlinson Cheney doing her first. As they come into view, you'll probably see the boom in all its glory. Tom Cheney in the middle there. They're running quite a hot angle into the finish. And there's the boom. You can see the white sail tape around the boom there. and they were down a few bunks, but they will finish this Rolex Sydney Hobart. I've mentioned it a few times today already, especially with the finish of the 50th Melbourne to Hobart, but sailing is not perfect. It is about overcoming adversity, and this is a great example of that right here with Sunrise on the screen as they head towards the finish. What a great effort from the whole team. I'm going to go through their names for you once again, and thank you, of course, to Musto, whom this coverage is powered by. Thomas Neen, the owner and skipper. Tom Chaney, the navigator. Adrian Cahalan doing her 30th. Bex Hornell, Angus Gray Stevens, George Kennedy, Dave Sweet, and Tor Chaney will cross the line despite busting a boom yesterday, I believe, while flying an A6. They flew an A6 without a mainsail while they got it sorted. Winners of the Rolex Fastnet race. And Sunrise crossed the line. Unbelievable work from that team to finish. They'll be a little bit disappointed. They had high hopes. They are from Great Britain, but they have finished despite sporting a broken boom supported by bunk beds. Fantastic work. Hugs on board, and you can see they're a little bit down-spirited there. Tom Neen giving Dave Sweet a hug. Bex in the pit, Tor up on the bow, as is Adrian Cahalan. Great work to finish. Epic work. Hugs on the bow. Hey, 3 cheers for Adrian doing her 30th Rolex Sydney to Hobart despite a broken boom. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Well done, Sunrise. Great bloody effort. Great effort. Great work. And we're going to leave you here. I know, the bunk bed has never looked better. The Sunrise boom. Sunrise brought to you by Bunk Bed here in Hobart. Yep. Maybe if we can just go alongside, I think Marine wants a little bit more B-roll. We are going to feature these guys in our highlights reel today, and I think today's feature is going to be adversity and overcoming it to get to Hobart. From Maritimo to Sunrise Racing with all the hugs on board, you can see here, there's Tom Neen hugging Tom Chaney, the navigator. I'm just going to tack over here. And we will cut this feed shortly, and we'll be bringing to you the live finish of Yeah Baby. Just go in and pick up a few of the lines to come out. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. It's been our absolute pleasure to have you. I can tell you all, Sunrise is safe and sound, and there is a good picture of the boom, completely reinforced by bunk beds. Adrian Cahalan on the bow, complete legend of the Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race, now has done 30. And we've got some cheers from on board the Rolex photography boat there too. Plenty of hugs. We'll leave you here. Thank you so much to the Royal Yacht Club of Tasmania for giving us this platform. Powered by Musto.